Yeah, go over there. Can you get you give it? Yeah, good job, Tony.
So what are you learning today?
What are you doing in school? You have homework? You sure?
I don't have homework.
What are you studying today?
Math,
Okay, let me give you a worksheet. I got worksheets. What kind of math?
math.
Be more specific. Is it like decimals or division? Order of operations? What is it? I'm just gonna give you two. Come on, sit down. It's fine. Okay. Next, go you're done.
Yeah, Jackson.
What time? I'm only sitting here.
And I'm a little kid too, man.
No, you're not.
I'm literally
Turns out I didn't have a test today. But my paper. My teacher said my test is coming in 18 days. I'm not happy.
That's tomorrow. Oh no. Here.
Oh, come here. Here, go.
Let's start with today.
I'm
Alright, young Mr. David. It's a deer. Operation. Get it up. Finish it up. You can do. Russia. None of the other ones. You gotta finish that one first.
Is that it?
Tony, how's your science project? They like it?
I'm
finished.
finished.
You feel good about it? Feel confident? You like, you got blow their minds?
New one.
No, it's not a new one. This is a new one.
I told my sister I added a Tommy bomb to it. He didn't believe it.
I think I might have a worksheet about atmosphere, not atmosphere. I keep saying atmosphere by now. You said weather and climate.
Weather, water.
Yeah, my brain just keeps going like atmosphere. I think I already have a worksheet about that. If not, I know where to go.
Tomorrow's the weekend.
That means you're gonna do, what are you gonna do that?
No, tomorrow's Friday.
Really? It is?
No,
Tomorrow is Thursday, Junior.
Junior.
Baby Thursday. I'm gonna print you one, Jennifer.
My sister.
Lon, are you doing homework on your tablet?
No, I'm trying to do some.
Is it homework related? Okay, we'll do it later.
Shut up.
Away. I would not take that seriously.
There we go.
Training. Did you hear that? That's it.
No, you saw? Yeah, we eat this morning. Pizza, no.
I mean.
Only, no. Rice, no.
Me.
Me too.
I me too. I eat me too.
You guys, you talk, you guys.
I eat me.
What are you doing? Seems like you have no homework ever. Oh my god, sucks. That's not-
I don't know what this is.
Hi, is it bad to eat meat in the driveway of Temple?
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Aiden.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, Aiden.
This
Why
one.
would you do that, man?
What, like, I didn't
Oh,
know.
That's small.
Yeah.
I think it was the guy upstairs.
So what? Who's specifically?
Yeah.
Number lines.
Aaron,
No, not Aaron, not Aaron.
Aaron, he said that
No,
your body,
I just,
your body. Have you?
no, I did not say anything. I didn't say
You
anything.
hear that, Aaron?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't specify who it was.
That's good.
What did you say?
I said it was the man upstairs. I don't know who lives upstairs.
Or what about it?
Who is he?
I saw him eating pizza on a Friday night.
Line.
At 12 a.m.
Big pizza?
Yeah, cheap pizza.
Who is he?
That's okay.
Who is he?
Right? It was Jake.
Taylor, I thought you wanted to sit at the little table. Yeah, I bet you wanted to.
Yeah. It's a Chicago way, boy.
I can make it taller. Are you doing homework, Taylor? Okay, great. Jennifer. Do these. And
Can you help me on this one? This is atmosphere, I'm not learning about atmosphere. Sam, what is it?
about climate and weather.
I only know astronomy.
Sam,
Yeah, this is good practice. Just practice it, and then we'll do something else later. What, that's the reason if you got a question.
yeah, but when did slavery start? Dawson doesn't know.
It started in prehistory, before we even had the written word.
Oh, like here.
Thousands of years ago, before people knew, but if you mean like slavery in America, I guess it started a bit sooner. But I feel like, no, there wasn't even America discovered by it. Never again, you can never ever.
I can't find the word.
Lon, what are you working on? Hang on one second. Lon, put your tab out of the way. If it's your mom, you can answer it. If it's any of your friends or whatever, then go.
Is there, why? For this, unlike, highlighted.
David, what are you doing on your computer? Alright, well, how about you sit over there so you can?
Go over with the Davis.
Sam, I don't know between weather and
I have something for you.
You don't have what?
it's hard to weather.
They're not, they're different. That's the whole reason you have to study this, because they're, I know they seem similar, but they're actually pretty different.
Okay, what are we supposed to do here? I'm so
Alright.
sorry about
Oh, see, you were saying a second ago that third grade was too easy, and now you're like, it's too hard. So maybe to the middle, just do your best, and I'll help you in a minute. Let me help you. Alright, you're saying you gotta find the word like, you can't find it? It's not so easy.
Which one?
Oh, I don't know if folks count that. They might, I don't know.
That's not right.
So they would be this word, right?
If I spell it, maybe I don't care if it's wrong, they just want you to do it and not to make it. The last time I did something wrong and it's like they moved me.
Yeah, it seems like there aren't any examples of sleep either where it just says light, but it does say unlight, which you highlighted, and later then
Vehicles.
a light.
It's all.
I count that.
It's a hot voice.
You're banging your pencil. This is wrong, and this is wrong.
No.
You're not doing anything.
Yeah, we're a light.
Right, where is it?
The other words, I saw some of the other words, so you should be able to find them.
What do you?
Which place is that? That's the one place.
Your math?
Swan.
Alright.
There's no decimal, so there should be no. Red one. There's a couple of that, I know. No, I mean, some it's from the word. That's a.
Alright, so we're gonna project.
No.
You can.
That's there. They're not working with here.
Get out of the block.
Well. My history.
What?
We're doing about the Mongol.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and work on that. Tell me if you need. Keep trying for 5 minutes, and if you haven't found it in 5 minutes, I'll help you. Did the Zoom thing crash?
That's all here.
What?
Oh, it's you. It's minimized.
We live in a simulation, guys.
Maybe, probably, I guess, depends on how you define simulation. You don't know how to do that,
I don't want to.
or you don't want to?
Yeah, me too.
Alright, well, your options are you can do that, or you can do a reading assignment I've got for you.
I don't want to do
You wanna do math or you wanna do reading? Yeah, why are you sitting on Jennifer's jacket? You sit on Jennifer's Coromi, jacket, what Jennifer's belongings are you gonna sit on next?
Everything Jennifer has long spots.
Yeah, as long as like a cat living in your house, you like sits on all your things on. Alright, anyway, Lon, do you wanna do that or do you wanna do reading?
Doesn't wanna do anything.
You have to do one or the other. Or I won't pick you to soccer tomorrow. Alright.
Fortunate. It's nothing. The trigger is that shit.
Stop partying. Stop. No. Yeah.
Quit making fun noises.
It's really.
It's kind of weird because I feel like I can't find the word more in here either. Hey, Tony. Wow, if I'm not hearing any more fart noises.
Oh, I'm Sam. Were the Mongols strong and that's why they conquered, Asia? Or did they conquer Asia because they were strong?
Isn't that the same question?
No, because one is because since they captured Asia, they're strong, but the other is they're strong because they captured Asia.
I think that they were already strong and they kept getting stronger and stronger the more they conquered. The Mongols, yeah, they did drink a lot of milk, yeah.
No.
And cheese, but like not like the European cheese, they had like this like
Can they be on
yak
US?
cheese.
Can they be US?
Yeah, and they made like these weird little biscuits out of goat cheese. What, Jackson? No, because now they're not strong anymore, but they were strong.
Versus prime US.
Yeah. Yeah, they're from, yeah, they're from different eras, cause like the Mongols haven't really been strong in like 500 years.
The
But
Mongols had modern
Yeah,
technology,
it's
you know, a funny story about the Mongols though, is the Mongol king once slapped Joseph Stalin in a meeting. Yeah.
But they can't do anything about it because he was twice their size.
I want all the Longs and Tonys, who is also a Long, to be a little bit quiet.
Long, yeah, and long, not yeah.
Brain is bouncing, cause I also can't find the word more in here, like, am I just like,
Who's making the shift notes?
Damn.
I mean,
So did the Mongols,
that's crazy, I can't find most of these either. I'm still listening, Tony.
Sam, who was the leader of the Mongol Empire?
Depending on the time period, it could be like Genghis Khan was probably like the biggest one.
You mean Genghis Khan?
You know, it's like people pronounce it different ways, like I heard it like Chinggis.
No, Genghis is original.
Big country.
Genghis.
Biggest con,
Fine.
biggest con.
Alright,
Biggest.
I'm being
Boss.
asked.
be quiet,
Is there a biggest con?
yeah,
Sam,
you're him.
have you ever seen the ad where it's like Genghis Khan failed his math test and then his teacher said that you're a failure and then he downloaded this app and then he became rule the world?
No, I've not seen that.
And
It doesn't sound like it's based in reality either.
yeah. They even had Albert Einstein on there.
Albert Einstein.
Yeah, not so it's
Yeah, man, like, why did it say to go through these words and they're for real not in here unless like.
I'm gonna do that.
You know. Do you have any other stuff in here to do? Is it the last thing? Okay, work on that a little bit, we can come back to this later. I'm gonna do,
Harper.
Right.
I'm not too good.
you only have, you do have to do this or you don't? Okay, do those then. Why can't you? What are some similarities mentioned? It says motion, I guess you even mentioned, but it totally says, what are some similarities in motion in the text? Well, similarities means like stuff that's alike, and it has like ancient and modern Olympics are also alike in many ways. Some events such as blah, blah, blah are the same, so we can put the rest of Long, alright, Long, thermometer time. Thermometer, thermometer, you can go with the thermometer, I can pick thermometer. Mom versus thermometer, take your pick.
Sam,
Excellent.
Sam,
What?
what is the monitor to?
It's for telling the temperature if it's warm or cold.
Yeah, but why do we have to pick the monitor, even though it
Because-
doesn't do anything?
Because little things to look at.
Có cũng lúc mấy cái này
Không phải con.
không có cái này đây con lên cái
Con
mắt
không có
này
làm
đâu.
đâu.
Hôm đó con uống này.
Đâu có.
Tôi nói đó, bữa đi.
It wasn't me.
Long, don't argue.
Are you listening to this?
Whether I've seen you do it or not, just don't argue with Zuko.
What's the lead?
Good question. I also think it's kind of mysterious what's on my shirt. Most people don't know what it is. It's a secret. It's mysterious.
Yeah, when can I come back?
When I say so,
Why does everyone keep
Started tomorrow.
Why does everyone keep having that thing?
what thing?
The one that was on your screen.
Alright, Tony, look. Here's the Roman Empire and red versus the Mongol Empire. Mongol Empire was way bigger.
Oh, were the Mongols just strong and that's why they captured that much land? Or were they capturing that much land?
Well, you remember when we were learning about like nomads and stuff?
Yeah,
Well, the nomads, I mean, the Mongols were actually nomads
yeah.
and they were really good at being nomads, though. They weren't amateur nomads like so many people. They were professional, fully developed, fully leveled up nomad infantry. And so they knew a lot about horses and they knew how to make their like, they did have towns, unlike original nomads. They knew how to make their towns portable. They had these awesome tents called yurts. And they would just like basically fold up like their town and take it with them on like horses and chariots and carriages and stuff.
All right, you got most of the house.
Huh?
All right, you did most of the
And yeah, they would travel all across like Europe and Asia on horses and just conquer everybody because they were more mobile. Like, you know, if you live in a, yeah, go ahead and do that. If you live in a city and, you know, somebody attacks you, normally you would go and attack their city. But the Mongols, you know, somebody would go try to attack their city and their city would have picked up and moved like 300 miles away. So it was like impossible to really fight back against them.
Then how'd they die?
Like they could hit you, but you couldn't really hit them back unless they like, unless it was like in the middle of like you defending.
How'd they became like this?
They eventually just kind of figured out because, they divided into a bunch of different smaller countries. Like they never really completely got defeated. Instead, there's like a phrase, please don't do that, Jennifer, it's too loud. There's like a phrase to be a victim of your own success. It's like whenever you win so hard that your winning is kind of an L in the end. Because like they took over so many different places that they basically like stopped being nomads in a bunch of these different places and just started to live there. Like Turkey, like country Turkey used to be a place full of like Romans, but then like a certain tribe of the Mongols, the Turks came and like took it over and they were like, we're kind of done with the nomad life. We're just gonna live here now. And that basically happened all over, all the places the Mongols took over. It's like the Mongols, a bunch of them would just get tired of being on the move. And they just kind of settled down. We're like, you know, this settled down life that the people we take over are doing, it is kind of chill. So they basically like divided into like a bunch of different smaller empires and kingdoms and tribes and just like ceased to be a huge empire. Except like regular Mongolia, it's still a country, but it's like nowhere near like as powerful as it used to be.
So does that mean that Chinese people are Asian then?
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, they got like they kind of like got absorbed into a bunch of the places they took over, like China had a dynasty called the Yuan dynasty, like Y-U-A-N, Yuan dynasty. They were a Mongolian ruled dynasty that took over China and ruled China for so long, they just kind of got absorbed into part of China. And kind of the same thing happened with Tibet, is like Tibetan culture kind of mixed with Mongolian culture, and even Russia. Even Russia, people think of like Russia as like more European, but it's got like a ton of Mongolian influence. And all over the Middle East,
Yeah,
even
so
like
that's what-
Turkey.
That's why I see like this really Caucasian Asian dude, and I think he's Asian, but he's actually Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, well, because like honestly, like the nomadic people, there's like a whole category. It wasn't just the Mongolians, there were other people like in history that did this. They call them steppe nomads. Because there's like a big area, I'm gonna show you on this map, I'm gonna get up and do it. I put a little like load. Alright, I'm just gonna show you on this map. Alright, there's like a huge area of like the earth. Like Eurasia, all the way from, excuse me, David, sorry. All the way from like here-ish. Like imagine like a little zone, like all the way like throughout, like from this part of like Eastern Europe. Like kind of going above the Middle East and above India and like even above China, like this whole area had like a bunch of different like nomad kingdoms throughout history. And like some of them came from the west and moved east, and some of them came from the east and moved west, and some of them started in the middle, and they kind of mixed back and forth so hard. It's kind of hard to tell where you started. But yeah, there's a bunch of people in this part of the world that are kind of both like Asian and European. Kind of cool. Not enough people study it.
In that, so Russian, so like Russian could be like right here, right?
Well, Russia's like,
And then,
yeah.
and then like Russia cut in half in Europe from here, and then Russia is part of Europe. So how does that work?
Honestly,
It looks weird too, I don't like the other way, I like just basic.
funny thing about like the status of Russia, like people call it a Eurasian power because it's both in Europe and Asia. But like the funny thing about it is like basically whenever the Europeans are decided that they like Russia, they're like Russia is European. And whenever they decide they don't like Russia, they call it Asian because they're like, it's like imagine like you have a group of friends and there's like this one friend that sometimes you like him and sometimes you don't. So sometimes he's part of the club and sometimes he isn't. That's basically like how Europe treats Russia.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is kind
But
of.
on some certain maps, I just see like Russia cut in half.
Yeah, Russia, Europe has a weird relationship with Russia, and they always have, like,
Since really Russia gets a weird.
um. In like the late Middle Ages, basically.
Why did that make?
Well, because they got super powerful in the Middle Ages around the time of like, from like, they had like a couple of, hey David. You want me to grade your stuff? I will here in a minute. If I don't get to grade it before break, I'll definitely grade it during break. Yeah, anyway, like Russia, they had like some really powerful kings and queens that like helped them expand really huge, in like the Middle Ages. They started kind of like just in the western part, but they expanded out this way. Interesting other fact about Russia is actually the first European country to like legally acknowledge Buddhism, because we're like, Europe was like, you know, all Christian for so long, like all the other European countries were like, if you're not a Christian, we're not gonna acknowledge your religion as legal, except maybe sometimes Jews, so they would kind of go back and forth on that. But where Russia had such a big part of their territory was in Asia, they knew more Buddhists, and they're like, actually, Buddhism is fine.
So, doesn't that mean there's mostly Russian in the world, Russian people in the world? Cause it's like the biggest country, it has to have those people, right?
Even, no, it doesn't, because even though it's so huge, it actually has half as many people as the United States. And only like an eighth as many people as China. It's got like something like 180 million people.
So what is the most, so what is?
Because
the
like a bunch of this area in the north, like far north of Russia, is too cold for anybody to live in, and they still like control it, so like people can go and get like oil or gold or whatever's up in there, but like nobody lives in like the far north. In fact, in the height of the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union really hated each other and were constantly thinking about nuking each other, they did this thing where they tested a bunch of nuclear bombs. And the United States tested all of our nuclear bombs out in like Nevada and New Mexico, out in the desert. And Russia tested all their nuclear bombs way up here in like the far north where they're like nobody really lives.
What is one live there?
Huh?
Well, what is, if, someone who lived there?
Well, actually, when I say nobody lived there, sometimes there would be like some random tribes out there, and like the government would send like a guy to be like, hey, random tribes people, you should probably leave, we're about to nuke this place. And these like random tribes people would be like, what the heck is a nuke?
But don't they not speak Russian?
Yeah, but you can get the translator.
Wait, so what is the most populated race in the world?
India, but yeah, but it used to be China until last year, because China and India both have a huge population, but India's population is still growing while China's are shrinking. So as of last summer of 2023, India actually became a bigger, more populated country than China. Even though, yeah, like you said, China and India are definitely smaller in land than Russia, but it doesn't matter. You just have like more people, and like they call it like people per square kilometer, you know? So like it's just, they call it population density. We have more people living closer together instead of farther apart. Think of like how, you know, if you live in like a city, people kind of live more close together. But if you drive out of the city, you know how there's like, you know, all those fields and stuff like that in less populated countries.
Also, I found Elsa's Apple Pen in my car.
Or, oh, okay. I thought you were gonna tell me you found her folder, and I was like, man, she didn't leave that again, did she? You know, like this folder.
Found her Apple.
Man, let me grade Jennifer's thing. I will grade David's thing.
Sam,
What
I
next?
gave you a math test.
I don't know if you can, buddy. What are you working on?
Nothing.
Hey, Aaron, will you give Jackson something to do?
No, I think Elsa don't use it. Dead.
I could be eating this apple.
But I think the Apple Pen.
Give it to her.
Can you like charge it?
It's a USB-C, it's only Apple charger.
Alright, we'll just leave it alone. Put it somewhere where I can get lost. In fact, give it to me. I'll take it.
It's not even an alphabet, it's just a pen that works for drawing.
A stylus.
But why would
Oh,
you
yeah,
draw
that
pen?
is close. My teacher used stylus for a lot for their, for military reasons.
Sure, a lot of people use styluses. I don't really usually use them, but some people do. A lot of people do. I used to have a phone that came with the stylus. I never used it a single time.
I dumped the sharpener.
Wasn't it yours? All those Samsung phones were cooking eggs and stylus comes out.
Yeah, not my current, but my phone, before my current phone.
No.
Raise up, great, guys, there.
I guess on itself. I'll have to get it in environmental.
More times.
Third grade. What? I got people.
Why don't you do 1, 2, 3, 4? But you have to remember this.
Doesn't matter.
Wow. Weather, study, climate, that doesn't even make sense. Say it out loud, it's like weather, study, climate.
Alright, what I'm saying is 1.
But you only miss, like, you should be able to figure out which ones are right and which ones are
I
wrong.
got $10.
Yeah, just fix
Good
it.
job.
Right.
No, it's 6 times -4.
You don't know that.
No, this is why you gotta be.
It's easy than.
What, that math? Do it.
Look,
They only pick up 2 too.
you times 2 positive equals 1. Many times it's positive, the negative equals negative. Anytime the negative is a positive, also equals negative. What? Times negative. Is a negative. Look, try to remember.
Did I give you a marker?
Yeah, they,
You
we
can
did.
do this after you do 1, 2, 3, 4.
We did.
What?
No.
6,
No, second bottle.
Yeah, that's true.
No, not that.
6 times 4.
Come about that country.
6 times 4.
Okay. Right. This one's still wrong.
However, there's a negative there, so you have to put a negative in the corner.
You'll make no sense.
No, there's other one.
Instead of times a negative.
I just had to read it again.
4 times.
Okay, well, wait, I'm not finished reading it yet.
No, 125.
I like to be things from the bottom up sometimes.
3 times 4 is what? Okay, negative times positive.
Yeah, I can do exactly what
3 times 4. What's 3 times 4?
Son,
Yeah.
it's the,
Doesn't look like it.
So, wait, what do you think about?
Diana, yeah.
Oh!
Now. Wow, really have a good. Wow, really, I never knew that.
All right, Jennifer, I think you definitely don't get the difference between weather and climate based off of this one.
I do,
This
I
one,
do
you got a pretty low score. You missed more than you got right.
Maybe you guys don't know.
nothing.
No, all right, let me explain the difference. So weather is like how it like changes like all the time, right? Like, but climate is like the way it usually is in a place. Huh? Let me see. Yeah, well, it says right here, Jennifer, climate tells you the pattern of weather in a large area over a long time. So they are related, but it's like, for instance, you know how like in Texas, it's usually warmer than here? That's climate. It's just like how like, say in like Alaska, it's usually colder than here. That's climate. Like climate is like the way that it usually is in a place. So like, it does relate to weather, but it's like the way the weather usually is in a place, basically. Like some places are deserts, some places are like rainy. Like, you know how like in Vietnam, they're like rains a ton, at least in like the late summertime. That's climate. Like regular, like in a place where it like rains like occasionally, versus a place where it rains a lot, that's climate. Because it's like, you get it, it's like how weather is in a place for a long period of time, not like occasionally. So like regular weather can like change back and forth, but like climate is like the average, like the way it usually is, like a hot place versus a cold place, a rainy place versus a dry place. Do you get it? Okay. For you.
So
They
they
ain't called it by law. What called the right numbers?
so they drank a speed potion.
Steve Ocean calls the right. Oh, no. Thank you. It's like you're not gonna do
He's a little boy watching the.
Writing on my paper.
Right, this one you wrote, I don't know. I'm not gonna give you a point, but I'm also not gonna, give you a point. It's not gonna be I'm gonna give you a point, like, the weather here in Kentucky is what they call like temperate, which means it's kind of in the middle. It's not really super hot, it's not really super cold, it's not really super rainy, it's not really super dry, they call that a temperate climate.
Well, give me it and I'll close it.
it.
Okay, then I'm not closing.
Break it.
Man, everyone's gonna break my brand new iPhone. Stop it.
I'm going to hurry it.
Tell Aaron what to do.
It's his iPhone.
Well, I just exploded. Let's move back.
Wait, no, 30 is
Or else you get it.
What Aaron become He's not from the company.
I'm gonna give you half credit for the bottom one, because like the thing is, in Kentucky, it's not super cold and it's not super hot. That's what I was just telling David. Kentucky is what they call like a temperate place because it's kind of in the middle, like compared to other places. But you're not wrong, it is sometimes cold, so I give you half credit. The climate here is cold sometimes and warm other times. That'll be pretty decent answer.
Wow, that's even worse.
Are you guys doing robotics?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Basically, the robotic club in my school tried to quit.
Where'd you
I
quit?
didn't want to do it.
Mom.
I'm in a club.
It worked. Yay.
Evan said he was in a club too.
No, I was.
No, you were in a club. I know which club you were in. Huh? You should be club. Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he said that. I'm in the Olympic club.
Let me do it.
It's fun, I guess. Yeah, right?
Oh, you need
You
to.
got 100%. Jennifer got 100%. No, she fixed it.
Son.
No, that's
And
a
yeah,
half
just like it
day.
says in this reading, it says like, climate could change really fast, or no, the weather can change quickly in 3 minutes or 2 hours. The climate is over a long time. And have a good break. Jackson, please.
All mixed in.
Relatively plain paint, only one, but not giving.
Like how the camera in the middle.
No, go away. You can do it later. Please. Is that what you like to do? Alright, well, we're not here, well on your way. So far, so good. Don't run in here. Don't run in here, Sonny. Don't run in here. Don't run in here. Don't scream in here either. So, Aaron, if I'm not done, if I'm not back, will you do the meditation? I'll probably do that, get fine, but I, no problem.
Hooray!
What? I didn't know what Stroh's nest, what the breed.
He does, I think.
I didn't know this camera, my goodness. Me, camera. I can.
Yeah, Joe.
Wow.
No, right?
Okay, I can be a shot.
No, you don't, I'm fine.
If I'm fine. I do that. Wow.
What's that?
Okay.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Student hug off.
No, a balloon.
You do the balloon!
I know my God. What is the name of the bug? The bug. Because I can stuff in balloons in an airplane. Are you serious? And it appears. Bug.
The face is fine.
Yeah, one minute.
Oh, we'll do the hall.
Yeah, one minute.
It's trying to get out there about a minute time. See how slow you guys are.
Jennifer, turn off the light. One line more.
Yes.
Now we're here in the town.
Guaranteed, you can't come on your doorstep any time. If the Red Sea, the dead body, then God knows what happened. Really don't have to lead us. See, the government said that it doesn't happen. Prince, you're going to unlock the prince. Cover him up. I am the modern prince. You're doing nothing right. What's the matter? Why are you running a class? The teacher is really like having the. You've gone far away for that. The true teacher that you need is on. You would go and not return. On the time was 8 years ago. I didn't go here. You don't go today. That was John was. You know like this.
Yes. That's our first and they want to come to the desk. Was that I saw the mystery eight. Or they could reach the ground, the little one, they spread their wings, and they start to fly. The teacher. Oh, it's like the wings. Just those.
Yes, he eating,
Huh?
he's eating,
He's upstairs.
he's eating,
It's dark downstairs.
huh?
It's dark downstairs.
He's eating, or he just sit there.
I don't see him.
You don't see him downstairs?
Yeah, it's dark.
He's gone?
That time we went, it's fine,
No, he's downstairs, he's just coming through here.
so. Oh, no, I'm like, looking. Here. Take this. Here they all my teaching this. The time is right, meditate on this. So you have to find answers to some of your questions. Right. Same ring the doorbell. What happened? So we can learn from it.
That's the kind of thing that's not language. I don't know what the line is even here, but she got it. The little fries, not that line get the girl, she can be busy. I don't know, I had fun. Nothing happened while I was outside? Okay. I was outside, talking about this line, trying to come back in the over. I was asking you, as far as that thing, I was like, some line that's I was about to try to write with the styles.
When I was in touching meditation, I did all the everything and now all I have to do is write the.
Oh, wow, you're almost done.
Um,
You're like 2/3 of the way done.
It's a lot of things.
Is that your last sheet of math on that homework?
this one, just.
Oh, that one's easy. You can do that one in like 5 minutes.
I don't think so, I think
Okay, well, we can also do it, but that one's the hard one, so.
this one, I have to do all of this, I have to do all of this every day.
Really? Okay, I'll be right back.
Why don't you just do that with you? Ask your brother for more. No, I want time. Yesterday, you could have gone to work, you don't have more time to play. I finished my work right now, I have more time. That's why I told my mom to yank up the chips. Yeah. And those are two. Well. Concentrate on being all the time. I don't know, my phone is going to get us. Wow, what if it goes green?
Oh, good with me.
Skibidi toilets, skibidi Fortnite.
Is that, Skibidi, is that Jackson from Skibidi, Ridge, Ohio? Oh, put it away, put it time again.
You playing with ball,
Hey, man, you gonna make that robot go get the blue balls now? You did already? Alright, okay, yeah, get the other color balls. Where's Aaron at?
Aaron's spot.
all you do is turn down the ball, you.
You can get Aaron to help Caleb with their math whenever he comes back.
Sam, is long happening?
So if you can print my wallpaper out
What wallpaper?
from my iPad.
No,
Ah!
the printer is not the color printer like that, it's like mostly black and white.
The
It can do like a couple of colors, I think, but not really.
the stickman guy is only black. What weapon?
For Martin.
Sam, why does the printer how can the printer only print black and white?
That's how most printers are, color printers are special. It's like way more black and white printers in the world than color printers, because color printers,
Kids be
Really
require,
new.
yeah, well, they require like special ink that has like more colors. Whereas regular printer, only black ink, like color printer, you can ink for like all the different colors.
You smell lost, give me golden.
It's a lot, it's cool. What's going on?
Calling me,
Paper
what?
calling you.
Everybody keeps calling me. Tell Victor to be quiet right now, I'm.
What you just say? Monday have dinner, buddy.
Why did they sound more?
You're like Stephen Lee, you're spam tax.
You know, bad.
Tony, what are you working on?
He's making grass on.
Is that one gold sign? Alright, you want me to check on it?
Yes, can you help me?
Long and Tony, go to that table. I mean, yeah, okay, fine, just Tony then. What? You don't have to, you can update if you want. Hey, Aaron, are you super busy right now? Okay, when you get done, will you help Kayla with her math, because I could, but I don't wanna mess it up.
Aaron, can you help me with my math?
Aaron loves math. Aaron told me that he's gonna get a math tattoo.
I'm sick. Now, I'm sure that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have been up for that, Joe.
I think I said, bad word.
So what are you working on?
It's nothing.
You're about to do something.
No. You're gonna
Nah, bro.
Man, I broke it.
Yeah, I said you that one. Oh, then I have to say.
I broke the pencil here. Oh, what is it?
Good, don't they know? You're gonna be surprised. Alright,
You stole mine.
it's not gonna be as boring as this, trust me.
No, that is mine. Hey, stop bullying him.
Watching your tablet?
Here's my pictures.
Yeah, I heard the videos. No, it's okay.
Yeah, getting things on it.
What?
He's watching.
I'll turn it off.
He's watching a Roblox man dance. Go and. And dad.
There.
Jackson,
Second part.
go through that.
Yes, yeah, why are you gonna do this? You gotta, maybe you just have school then.
Please follow it. I want you to make three drawings. Three drawings, but three models.
Hey, maybe you're doing it 3 hours ago.
Education.
What you doing? What you doing in school? You say they not doing it.
Yeah, if you read this book and you draw some pictures related to the right stuff, related to the holidays.
You will fire wall.
Hot.
I don't want to do it. Holiday.
You haven't even looked at it yet.
I did.
Alright, Mom.
Giggity, by the way.
Alright, fine, see you later.
I don't have.
Wait, you see that crazy thing? You don't wanna learn about monopolies?
I agree.
See you later. We're going to right now.
So what do you do though?
So straight for 4,000 to.
Okay, for 2 meters.
Where's Santa? So what are these holidays in the book?
Great.
Something.
No, give me the assignment I gave you, okay?
Ow.
Alright, we don't want to.
What papers?
What's
wrong with horse?
Watch this,
Nice.
you'll feel even more inspired about horses, it's gonna be cool.
Okay, right. Oh, no, I don't know how to chill.
No.
Am I saying why? It's like it's easy.
Jackson, be patient and mindful, you need to do it, you're very skilled, special, intelligent, powerful young man. Yeah, I told him to read that book and write and draw some pictures related to the book. You didn't have homework.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Jackson, it's easy and you get to draw.
Yes, I think something like ignoring the thought, that's a big lot.
Ding dong, ding dong.
They really have the sound machine was great, but. No, you know that. It's not like it's.
Damn, but you don't even talk about holiday. They don't even talk about that. They have things.
Look at like, no, it's 14 men, it's 14 long versus one they're fighting with that.
You really think I'm wrong? You really?
Anyway, we're super cool. Alright, we'll go on to one goal. Oh, man.
You know,
I'll give you. Not go upstairs to do it.
I don't care. I don't Sam, can I search up the holidays that I can do?
Why do you make books, Jackson? Books are magic.
They don't show me the holiday.
It's literally a holiday picture on each page of that book. Keep your eyes, bro.
How do you play that?
The God. I don't know, you have to learn to play the game.
It's talking to you.
You're going.
Oh, no, that was in my way there.
It's like most of the girls, they have some dude in the background.
Oh, no, it's right in here.
No, of course. Hey,
I don't get them. I didn't burn, you burn. I didn't burn. Oh, down it gets on. I'm ready that. What type of? So you can say like. Or like.
Average.
Military grade then. Advanced
Yeah.
military grade.
I hate
Wow.
That's
I get We're gonna watch one more of these, cause this guy's
I
awesome.
like that one.
Well, we're gonna watch the Prince of Man. Yeah, you don't like it.
Their voices have big.
Russian.
The Russian writing, isn't the kind of writing that we use in Mongolia.
What do they speak then?
It's different in Mongolia. They use Russian writing, it's just like how in English, and those other languages, we use Latin writing, even though we're obviously not.
Chinese. Why you ask me that anyway?
I do too, but I don't want to play video that has people getting killed.
Your brother. Oh, every time he uses the bathroom, I have to go to the. We got, would run out. Don't shake off.
Good question.
I can't sleep.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed up there.
You did it. You're not a man. Well. I'm like, so you better. That's sort of rearranged. Well, that's not a song. I saw her naked when. Hey, wait.
Inappropriate stuff.
Almost take it halfway.
You wanna say some random the mom?
He's serious.
You're the one I heard talking about big names actually, so. That's it. You wanna look at this thermometer? Mongolian yurts. It's like the cool fence.
Sam, this is some Mongolian man. Hot Mongolian man.
You focusing up? What's going on?
Hey, Long Antonio.
This is cool.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell Ty everything that she's doing. What's this?
I like it. They're all this.
It's like it's either kids. Like.
They're not very big girls, so easily.
Fold it up. Fold steaks out, fold it up.
Now you probably have kids.
That's something weird cheese biscuit.
But they can actually cook.
Yeah, they do. They're food. I mean, they're food that seems good to me.
Chicken?
I don't know, might be.
What?
They could have at least made some chili sauce with it. They could have made a little bit.
How's it going, bye? Okay, it's not these animals.
See, what happened is they wrote that line.
Sorry, you're in
The whole thing is last as long as.
my page up.
I'm like,
oh, yeah.
She was Jews. Jews. That's crazy. Could not be. You don't take it all till. They're Indians. I'm not very supposed to help my friends.
I don't know, you didn't hear what I said, that's in their culture.
What? Wait, so it is. We're singing.
Alright, I feel like he's getting out, I'll turn off the video.
Yeah, I like the one that's the violence.
Just rip their throats out and catapult it them over the English walls.
They did some pretty violent stuff.
Did they?
I don't think they ever fought England, but they did fight other Europeans.
No.
It's me.
Whatever they
They even got all the way to Italy, all the way to Rome. And they're really on the road, but the Pope came out talking out of it.
Like, no, bro, you should not do that, that's not nice.
Yeah, well, one interesting thing about the Mongolians, they were really interested in religion. And they were interested in different religions, like some of the Mongolian kings, like Buddhism, some of them like Islam, some of them like Christianity, some of them like their like special religion they call Tengu.
That's in like.
But usually a lot of the Mongolian kings, like Genghis Khan and stuff, had like a council of different religious leaders. They'd have like a Buddhist monk, they'd have like a Christian guy, and a Muslim guy, and they'd be like, what do you guys think we should do? So. They're pretty So while they were violent, they're pretty religious. That's one reason they never invaded India. Like, Genghis Khan, he got to like the border of India. And he didn't invade. Some people say that the reason why, like, his official biography told a story that Theodore told him not to. It's a true story. But a lot of people say it's more like he didn't want to invade because he didn't want to wreck all the temples there. Anyway, let me see your work, Tony, so I can judge it. See,
I'm gonna.
if you guys have questions you were working on, right? Let me check your answer.
Cool, dude. It's fine.
Not me, go.
There's me.
What was that video called?
What is that?
The writing one.
I'm sure you can find it.
Nickelodeon girls singing all over.
Anyway, send me your work. You can do that later. Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
Next time.
Okay, good luck to you.
Hey.
Okay, you.
Never. Oh, hello.
What yo, we see?
One, 10 minutes this one, 10 minutes the other one. We're gonna give you 10 minutes, so then you can do the other one quick. Come on, we got it tomorrow.
You got one.
Oh, you know.
They didn't build roads.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's great. I, I'm pretty sure, I'm sure they did build some road, but I don't see that. I don't think that's like the main thing. What is that other stuff? Right. So, because what I saw in the text is different. Model played a significant role in facilitating trade and commerce, unlike the Chinese who had a negative impressions. They recognize the importance of trade and have a positive attitude towards commercial and commerce. They, oh, yeah, that's that. Alright, well, there's more than one answer that. Like,
No, yeah. I'm not.
Oh, you just say you're not blind.
why are you standing up and walking around and stuff?
She think my mom.
Do you need to find something to do?
You want to take my mom.
Okay, do it while sitting down and not walking.
Yes, sir. My wife, no, no phone case, I don't know. Probably no phone case? Yes. His phone is so good, I can text my friends and tell them that this. Yeah, become racist.
Yes, sir. How do you take the rise of the? To challenges for
Hey, language, language.
You're facing your own life. The rise of the Marvel.
Language. I said language. Speak language. Language. I knew it. I get it over here. Language.
Alright, guys, so this is pretty good. Keep going. Believe in you. I believe in your incredible artistic power and your good voice.
You're artistic. And also.
Or anything?
Oh my God, my voice. What? Excuse me. You did it 3 times. What cold?
Alright, you have any thoughts, any questions or thoughts?
I wanna see that violence one
I
again.
already told you no, don't ask me again. Alright, any other questions or comments or thoughts about?
So we learned about Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan?
We're about Kyrgyzstan.
No, I hate Golan.
Yeah, I don't really.
Golan, I hate.
We learned about Kyrgyzstan.
I thought we only learned about real things, not.
Let's learn about this one.
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan,
Kyrgyzstan.
No, we did Kyrgyzstan.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
You know one thing about Pakistan?
This for 3 hours.
They have
No,
a
and
space
I-
there where they take spaces, it's banks. They actually.
You don't need
But
Kyrgyzstan.
Kazakhstan was part of Soviet Union.
Well, no.
You like this story? You hate Russia for no reason. The Vikings.
Oh, you know, I can, I don't want to, I got you. I'm not, because.
I meant like, people that were Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we find out Kyrgyzstan? I'm not.
I'm showing you right now.
Oh, what? No, actually, like we came up to be good. Yeah, like.
Kazakhstan.
Oh, you're.
No, not here anything. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not relevant.
Kyrgyzstan.
You can have
No, Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan, that's sure, Kyrgyzstan.
I want you to do Uzbekistan.
I don't think Uzbekistan, that's like,
First of all.
it's fine.
Yeah, I told you now, you know.
I'm talking about Turkey.
Turkish,
My life is done.
because that's how they wanted it to be spelled now. It didn't used to be spelled that way, but recently Turkey was like, we want it to be spelled different from the food.
No. Cyprus, I there.
Yeah.
That's my last name.
I know it's password.
My last name is Lebanon.
Here's all Israel, where everybody is in time, all. You sit up straight, well, I'm here to talk about this. And Georgia, this is not the American state of Georgia, this is the Georgia that used to be part of the Soviet Union.
Let me check that goal.
Turkey?
Fine.
Yeah, that's another place I used to live.
If password is L. So strong.
Yeah, I did one quiz that took all my grades, so I.
Turkey, their capital city, they
No.
love cats.
One grade you can.
And they love cats so much, there's a one fat cat, eagerly playing us, and they died in the statue of him.
It's not.
That's the capital city of Turkey. Oh, Big one, about Turkey, you gotta check over that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, don't.
how can you tell somebody must have slash church?
I mean,
Because there's a real short boy that he says that, yeah, I'm. But I know he's not. Because last year he said that he was Russian like a lot of
I
times.
mean, there are Russian Muslims, you can't be both.
No, but he says he's Turkish and he's Asian. He says he's Russian, Turkish, Muslim, and Asian.
I guess he's mixed, and also Muslim is a religion.
It's not, Turkish means that's Russian.
That's how-
That's what he says.
I mean, look, here's Turkey, and here's Russia, so it's not that crazy. I mean, basically, just his mom and his dad gone from one place to the other, and maybe to somewhere else.
He said that he's Asian and he was.
Well, both places get any protection,
His control.
so
Shit.
no, it's not the same conversation as Vietnam.
Yeah, just think about it. He's Asian, Muslim, Russian, and Turkish.
Like I said, there's no contradiction there, you can do all those things.
So I can be Asian, Buddhist, Muslim,
No,
Russian.
no, you can be Asian, and Russian, and a religion, but it.
No, but Sam, the thing is, he made it up.
Okay, well, he might be lying, I don't know, but it is possible to be more than.
Name is Anon.
It's, that's not,
Sam.
Sam,
I mean, that sounds like a Turkish name.
No, you're
Yeah.
actually wrong.
I'm Russian, Japanese, Vietnamese, Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, and I'm also from Thailand.
I'm Taiwan, Korean, Japanese.
Oh yeah, I'm also Korean.
I'm also Japanese.
I'm also both Korean.
Yeah, you're definitely yapping, you're always yapping,
Yeah, wrong.
don't throw those, you know. Alright,
That was me.
alright, so, look. Islam in Russia, there's Russian Muslims,
No, we're not, I'm.
here's some Russian Muslims, they're Moscow and capital city. Alright, and here is,
What about the town?
I don't know about what?
The damn town.
You- This temple is in Russia, it doesn't look like it.
Shut up, oh, you're dancing cows.
No,
Oh, I see everything.
it's scary, it sounds, I don't care, it's not related to what we're talking about. Alright, I'm gonna give you one more chance to be quiet, and then I'm gonna make you do that math, here, I'm trying to do it.
Sam,
What?
can you search up the blue?
What?
Blue?
No,
Jackson.
People in the front Give it to your mom. According to this map, these green spots are where the most Russian, I mean, the most Muslims live in Russia. And this part here is part that's supposed to Turkey, so there's maybe nice relatives there. It's possible, but if you're talking about the line, it's not all good themselves. Anyway. So you want to learn about Turkey? You don't have to be building in Turkey. Man, this building goes back to the Roman Empire though, before the Turkey was taken over. And this Turkey was taken over by nomads who were Muslim. Before that, it's part of the Roman Empire. They built this huge church. When Muslim Turks took it over, they turned it into a mosque, which is what Muslims have instead of temples or churches. So anyway, it's a big, cool building. I like buildings that have domes. Domes and everything, all the kind of like, you know, part of the spiritual feature. A lot of different religious buildings, like Buddhist temples, and typical churches and mosques have buildings. I think they look cool. Anyway, that's my favorite places. Alright, not too much long, go ahead and do that math. Yeah. No, it's too late, and the Tony's been doing this homework. We already talked about marbles. Well, alright, so what else do you wanna learn about this next week?
I watched my mom.
I don't know. You know, I told you one thing. But I guess it's educational.
This is the board of administrators.
I watched that wrong video.
Alright, what is on the attitude?
7 less than.
And then that is the right
You
thing.
guys wanna learn about Mongolia anymore? Do you guys wanna learn about any of these other interesting countries? Cultures like, in Eurasia or Asia?
I want to learn about your age. I want to learn how you can.
Go learn about,
No, I want to learn about Finland.
North Korea
Oh,
ain't even there. North Korea ain't even there.
Oh, this is doing that. You know what North Korea is called in like the olden times?
Korea.
The Oreo.
What?
Yeah, back in the olden days, when it was like the Han Dynasty or like Tang Dynasty in
Yeah,
China,
we need
they're
whatever.
always fighting with the Oreo. Bingo.
If Mongolia had, like modern resources, they could probably take over. Like North Korea.
I mean, they could, probably, I mean, they could definitely take over. North
Yeah.
What's the strongest country we know of now?
Well, a lot of people say that it's still America, and some people say that America is not as strong as people think.
Ohio.
So it's either America, Russia, or China. It's one of those three. Those are the three top dogs.
Not North Korea.
North Korea is not that strong.
I thought, did it keep up with that now with bombs?
Yeah, it's like 1,000 nuclear weapons. That's powerful. I mean, Russia has more nuclear bombs than us.
Yeah, you
China has less nuclear bombs than us, and they have way more factories. They can build whatever they want pretty fast, but in America, we used to have a lot of factories, but like clowns, our rulers, that's a lot of factories now. Well, yeah, it's strong, that's what I was saying, we don't have big factories. Yeah, in Ohio. I'm sure. See what?
Oh, what's stronger?
Hang on.
I see
You, so,
Hong Kong.
it's a lot, I like to go there and get cake.
8.4. Now you.
Wait, so that means a lot near us?
You done? Okay, we'll just chill for Yeah, okay. Now-
Right.
Vietnam is pretty big.
5.
It's pretty big.
It's not that big.
I mean, everything is relative. Compared to Russia, it's small, but compared to like, you know, Greece, it's big.
Everybody's small.
Yeah, humans are pretty small compared to like elephants or countries or planets.
Or no.
I think you're all China.
Your town only exists in another timeline.
All the city.
We switched to different multiplayer that doesn't exist.
Can we go to Hong Kong? Where it's like Hong Kong.
Why do you want to go to
Oh,
Hong Kong?
Because that's where Goslin comes Yeah.
No.
Alright, you can't find it, let me have the mouse back.
I have the TH, it means it's after the next one.
Yeah, don't sit up there like that.
Yeah, it's all sit up, you sit, either stand up or sit in a normal chair, preferably sit in a normal chair the normal way.
He twisted my body.
Can we go to Hong Kong?
No, let's go to Apple.
You're gonna have to figure out how to spell it wrong, in the meantime, let me have this, I wanna visit Hong Kong Jackson. Aiden, what's up, Aiden?
See Hong Kong.
Everybody wants to fight
I
us.
look at 0.
Zoom in. Alright. I guess, Jackson Tech got the King Kong, are gonna hang out here somewhere probably. But usually Godzilla hangs out in Japan, so I guess he decided to take a trip somewhere else for vacation time.
I don't really want to do all that.
Yeah, curfew are not real.
If they are, we're all dead.
If they aren't-
Yes, the only way we could like beat one is if we had the same technology as they had. Weird military that we do not have.
I want to be like in the Godzilla minus zero, where they,
Yeah.
where they like sink him, you know, like tie him up with stuff and sink him.
Change that.
Oh,
everything
doctor,
else will be.
Einstein, bro.
He's pretty.
But what is that gonna do?
He's here to play for Arnold.
Get drown in its pressure.
He's doing it like he's so
Look at the zero. Just by looking at the zero, you can write everything else.
Wait, what's this song?
What?
Typhoons will destroy it.
Oh, they're not real, so I don't want to. Probably Godzilla. Maybe second Godzilla.
No,
Godzilla. No, because he has the worst power.
It's King of the
yeah,
World.
he couldn't defeat.
He got gang. He was gonna win.
Yeah.
What Godzilla?
The only way they won was with Mothra and then Atomic. It was wrong.
Then,
He was like mega over.
Wow, but maybe it was still under without.
yeah, you write 10.
Well, that could
Right,
be-
right, you have to remove that.
Not sure about that.
Zero.
Yeah, but not as much as
King
Maybe Godzilla is going to do that as well.
Alright.
Keep the door. Maybe Godzilla has to keep the door. Skull in its body.
Mothra, yeah.
Mothra can give Godzilla thermal power.
Wait a second, who's Mothra?
Go ahead.
It's a giant. It's a
No,
giant. It's a giant.
No. You guys are role playing, who's Mothra? Isn't it?
Sometimes me, sometimes not.
So if it's Nick and you're Godzilla,
That means. How's that? I'm telling you, it's a good one.
Find it, somebody can explain. Start thinking about it. Clean up over there, Jackson. Lon, clean up over here. Don't do that. Have to go on.
are you Iceland, Greenland, or are you Greenland?
What is weird about Iceland and Greenland? Iceland is actually the nice one, and Greenland is actually the too cold one, and the reason I named them.
Because they have
That's,
Greenland is very much bigger. So it's.
It's let's just show the sickness. Well, it's what I see. Venom sighted. Venom.
Keep going.
Tony, I think this is.
Extra damage. I know the.
Oh, give Chad all the power.
You know what this big area is here? It's all different, it's all.
Here, wow.
Oh my. That's why all the part of Africa is below here, all sub-Saharan, and like above it.
That one.
This way, this is the one that comes up.
I don't like that.
Yeah, Lon, you're the one next to me on the left.
Alright, put those markers away.
Hey, Mom!
Sam, have you put those markers away?
Sam, do you just realize what I just told
I
you?
wasn't listening, I was thinking about the real phone.
There's a owl from China, right? And I told him that he's the one on the left.
Oh. Is it Aaron? Oh, I wonder why you didn't touch me. I can't imagine.
What?
You know what password?
Cause he's from Nigeria.
Nigeria is a different country than Nigeria.
What? Are you Nigerian? Sam, what does it mean if you're a Nigerian?
Aaron, did you look at Taylor's homework?
We'll go.
Right.
Go
We
again.
did it together.
You failing?
Oh, what my emerald?
Alright, everybody, Get ready to stand up.
Oh, my goodness.
Together.
What are the balls?
table along?
Yeah, will you clean that table up a little bit better, Long and Tony?
I did.
About the reading. If I can do red.
Huh?
What it is, bro? What's the crush?
What? What?
Definitely did that, so it's good to me. Super fitted.